CWOs have the most appalling attributes of humanity. They are the template of what you don't want to emulate. They are what you don't want your children to grow up to be. They are like finding out your father was a Nazi officer, enough to make you vomit if there was any semblance of decency within you. In their tiny cubicle office they will play judge, jury and executioner with you, like Satan taking on the robes of Christ to judge. The whole system giving them free writ to demean you and psychologically butcher you and to destroy you. This has got to stop. They need to know there will be consequences, serious consequences. They can give out nothing to the best and then give out unlimited amounts to the worst. They can make up unfounded reasons against the best and then make up stories to protect the worst. They are unaccountable in reality. There is internal reviews by their own kind who will not find against them. It is a kiddie fiddler's wet dream to get a job like that of a CWO. These misanthropes get a chance to legally walk all over the kindest. When you go to the cubicle to face the CWO for the clothing allowance, you're not made aware of the national criteria or the local or the specific CWO's criteria for getting it. You are throwing darts in the dark and hoping to obtain it. This is a medieval law court very much in the tradition of the Spanish Inquisition. You may appeal, but it's just to more senior members of the Inquisition who are the real practitioners of the dark arts. How is this legal? How is this tolerated? How can the courts support such an obscurantist legal proceeding? For in reality, the courts are farming out responsibility to a depraved minion without legal training to do their bidding. The people who choose to be dregs will be of the belief that there is only so much money within the CWO's treasure chest, that there is a culture and associated protocols and a restricted list as to who gets access to it. They don't want to see that upended. I don't care about their unfair worldview. Do you? Do you not think if there is a God, he would ask you, he would expect you to wind these people up by making the playing field more even and fair? I remember the labour exchange as a young boy. The manager was creating false accounts to magic up money for his pub drinking. He wasn't ever seen in the exchange. Instead, he left it to 3 wagons to run the affair. The way they treated men who had worked all their lives was despicable. Men who hit the wall of the 80s recession. These wagons treated the worst of the worst as gods. Men will be queuing for hours, snaking in line only to have the doors at lunchtime shut on their faces in an insulting manner. It was a sick power trip. I sum it up like this. I went around the back to have a slash against the wall of the old exchange as a young boy during the lunch break. I used to hear about the safe full of money to the point I got to thinking there was gold ingots in the place. So I saw this hole in the wooden timbered wall and I looked in hoping to see the lolly. The 3 wagons who are married or engaged to be married were having enough of every depraved joker from the town and beyond inside the building during the break. It was the porn channel for hell before my eyes. I switched channel quickly. All the staff were Republican. With friends like that, who needs enemies? My kind of Republicans would be of the minority pursuit who would have no time for those who work for the system like these wagons. I remember one man being so annoyed at being shabbily treated, walking away from the queue. He could have got paid that day, but instead he went and got a loan off a friend of about 100 quid. And later that day I saw him getting the Slattery's bus. He told me to bail out as he thought Ireland was effed. So pass the word on, reshare, drum up support, join, organise, put the head above the parapet, much appreciated. Thank you.